No matter what you do, you still can't bind your quad to your Express LRS radio. Stay tuned to find out more. And what is up, you awesome people? So today we're going to talk about Express LRS binding processes, and if you have issues with binding your drone to your radio, and a couple of things that we should look at are the binding process, and of course not only that is the settings on the radio. So when I say Express LRS and radio, I'm talking about these kind of radios where this is the Radio Master Zorro, and this one's got the Express LRS built into the radio, and this is the Jumper T Pro, and this one's got the Express LRS Slim module attached to the back of the radio. So amongst these radios, there are a couple of steps that you should check and ensure before you could actually try to bind any of the quad to your actual radio. So let's dive into it. First thing you should take note of is that the version of the Express LRS, one is version 3 and the other is version 2. A version 3 on your, say, Tiny Whoop will not match with a version 2 on your radio, and a version 2 on your Tiny Whoop will not match with a version 3 on your radio. When I say version 2 or version 3, it is the Express LRS firmware, and we're talking about like version 3.3 point something or version 2.1 point something or whatever the number that is after that. Version 2 point something is version 2, version 3 point something is version 3. Once that is done, we need to check on the packet rates, and the packet rates are the 500 Hz on the Tiny Whoop, so in this sense it's a Tiny Whoop. Perhaps 250 Hz on your radio, then the Whoop and radio will not match. You need to have 500 Hz on the Tiny Whoop and 500 Hz on the radio. So that is the one thing that you should check out for, especially when you have binding issues with the radio and the Tiny Whoop, or radio and your quad, whichever applies. So next, what we're going to look at is the model match, and sometimes on your radio's Lua script, you have to make sure that your model match is on or off to make sure that your radio is bound to your quad. So in this sense, when you open up your Lua script, you will find a model match notification that will be popping out from the top of your Lua script. Next, this is something not commonly found, and that would be the baud rate of the radio. So it's weird that I actually come across this baud rate issue only recently, and that's because I have updated my ELRS module to the latest one, so that just suddenly popped out recently, and I have been having a couple of issues on that one. So perhaps that would be something for you to check on. So just to talk about that baud rate issue, what you're going to do is you're going to go onto your radio, and in your model settings you want to go to page 2 and scroll up all the way to external RF or internal RF, and make sure that the baud rate settings are set to one that allows the status to be 500 Hz. So in this sense, I had the baud rate set to 3.75 million. Usually it's always set at 400k. But somehow or other my radio is a bit strange. Everything should be good to go, and let's head out to the field. Alright, so the radio is all set up and ready to go, and just make sure all the packet rates and the model match are done properly so that you won't have any issues while out in the field. And I guess it's just time to fly. So hope you enjoy the video. so that's it for today's video. If you're liking the content, do give a like and subscribe. It will really help us a lot. So till the next one, thank you all for watching and see you guys again soon. Ciao.